Hey guys, it's Alex.
And Ainsley.
And welcome back to the SciTech News. Now it's time for, you guessed it, your regularly scheduled announcements.
If you have any plastic water bottles that you would otherwise throw away, please instead bring them to Mr. Gauker's room to help his students with an art project. There will be a bin outside the room.
Stand Together is holding an event named Take a Seat, Make a Friend on March 7th and 8th during high school lunch and activity period. This event is to support and build relationships with people you may not know. This event is going to be held in the museum, and anyone is invited to attend with no sign-up required. Students who attend will be entered in a raffle for a $10 Chipotle gift card. That's almost a burrito. Other candy prizes will be provided. Thank you, and have a great day.
The JCC will be hosting its March Madness basketball game on March 13th in the SciTech gym. The cost is $1 to watch and $2 to play.
The FSU is once again taking nominations for SciTech's Woman of the Week. If there's a staff member who you'd like to nominate, you can do so at tinyurl.com/FSUWOTW2024. You can also find this link on our link tree. FSU will be hosting a pink out on March 13th, so get your pink shirts ready now.
If you are a rising 9th to 12th grader and are interested in joining SciTech's fall hockey team next year, please fill out the interest form, which you can find on our link tree. The season starts September 8th.
Attention, grade 9 through 12. Come to SciTech's Glow Dance on Friday, March 8th from 6 to 9 p.m. We'll have black lights, glow sticks, neon paint, and tons of fun. This is a casual dance, and outside guests are permitted with a permission form completed. We will have snacks and drinks, cost $10. Permission slips are outside room 213, which is Miss Keys, and 218, Miss Tour. Today is the last day for ticket sales, so make sure you go get yours during activity period.
The Leukemia and Lymphoma Society team for our school, the Hope Helpers, will be selling bracelets for $2 a piece to raise money for cancer patients and their families. From now until March 22nd, they will be sold during lunch or just throughout the day. I have bracelets. Come buy one.
Several BSU students volunteered to participate in book reading to elementary school students across PPS. This month, students have the opportunity to read kindergarten and first grade at Pittsburgh Carmel Science and Technology Academy. Next month, volunteers will visit Pittsburgh Langley to read books.
Now for the first interview of SciTech's Women of the Week.
All right, good morning. Can you introduce yourself and how long you've been at SciTech?
Yes, hello, I'm Miss Barbas, and I first came to SciTech in I think it was 2011 or 2012, and I was here for about 2 years, and then I left the building to be a literacy specialist in the district for 3 years. Then I've been back for 6-ish years. Math might not math, but it's about that time.
I'm Ms. Diaz, and this is my first year at SciTech.
So for the first week of March, you're one of our Women of the Week, which is an award that is given by nominations from all of the students at SciTech. So we're just going to ask you a few questions about what it's like to be a teacher at SciTech. So why did you choose to become an English or a humanities teacher?
Well, I definitely, obviously love reading a whole ton, and I think books are super, super important for every human to read and to think about, and writing is so good for people to be able to write your thoughts down, and I wanted to be able to have that type of classroom for students.
So why did you become an environmental science teacher? I kind of had two parts to it. So in college, I was an environmental science major. I was getting ready to graduate, trying to figure out what to do with my life, and I knew I wanted to impact a lot of change. I knew I wanted to make a difference in this world. I wanted to do things that mattered, and when really trying to think about the best way to do it, I really felt teaching was the best way, because you not only reach students through your teaching, but you can hopefully inspire kids to go on and kind of fight that good fight and take care of the environment.
And why did you choose to work at SciTech?
Well, when I came back to SciTech, I didn't like doing the literacy specialist job because I would be at different buildings, so I got to see a lot of buildings around in PPS. And when I knew I wanted to come back to being a classroom teacher, this was the only place I would ever want to teach at. And I remember thinking like Dr. McNeil was here, and I was super hoping that they would be able to take me back and have me be here. And so it was the only place I thought of.
So this is my first year at SciTech, 13th year I think in the district, and this is literally my dream job. When I finished school, I had my primary certification in environmental science. It's what I wanted to do, and I found out there just aren't that many jobs in this area. So I've had an amazing career so far, teaching, working with amazing Pittsburgh Public School students in every type of science and different types of math. But this is truly my dream job.
And what is the hardest part of being a teacher?
I think the hardest thing is sometimes like I want the students to do really well and I want them to be able to be successful, and sometimes young people are dealing with a lot and it's hard for people to be focused all of the time, and it's like, I'm trying to get you to work, but I know you're dealing with a lot, so it just gets a little difficult for me to kind of understand that. And all the mental health needs that the students have too also is like another layer.
I think the hardest part is just wanting to do right by you guys. I really value our time together. I truly look at it as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity every day for us to connect, for me to teach you either something about yourself, teach you something about the environment, kind of get you on that path in life. So I think the hardest part is wanting to do so much for you guys, but not necessarily having the time to actualize it every day.
So talking about like some of those struggles, what were some struggles that you experienced when you were pursuing post-secondary education and when you were in high school yourself?
High school was like, I just didn't like high school. I just thought it was like not great. But when I went to Pitt for college, I had no idea what I wanted to be, like what job I wanted to have. I was just a communications major. And it took me 2 years of being an undergrad before I realized, like, let me put all these things together that I like, and it actually ends up that I could do all that as an English teacher. So that's just hard when you're, 19, 20 years old and you have like no idea what you want to do for the rest of your life. But I thought about it all and it worked out.
A couple of things come to mind, but I think one of the biggest challenges when I was in college is I was an atypical environmental science major. A lot of people were in the field a lot. They spent their free time, out in nature, hiking, camping. That was something that they grew up doing. I didn't have the same background. My passion in environmental science, I love the data, I love the policy, I love what you do once people collect the samples and bring them to you. So I had a lot of moments where I didn't necessarily feel like I fit in with the people around me, but I think that's what kind of helps me as a teacher, is seeing that everyone comes with different strengths, different interests, but environmental science is amazing because it just can bring so many people together and unite people.
And finally, what's one piece of advice that you would give to students that are in high school or going to be leaving high school really soon?
I think when because I usually have 12th graders, and I hear 12th graders always say, like, if I knew back in 9th and 10th grade, like, how easy it is to do well, like, I would have tried a little bit harder, because when you're getting to do your applications for college and apply for scholarships and apply for things that, like, actually financially make a difference, and it's like, man, 9th grade, I could have really had straight A's if I just did a little bit more. So it's definitely something that I think all 9th and 10th graders should think about, because you have such amazing teachers here that really want to help you do well.
I think like along the line with my struggle is like, just do you. So the exciting thing about high school and all of your futures is that you can literally do what you want, you can be who you want. So just trust in that. Don't kind of force yourself into any one box. Trust your ideas, trust your instincts, trust your excitements, and have fun with it.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for everything.
Wow, that was great. Now it's time for our weather report, which is of course never accurate. Today is looking like a high of 54 and a low 43. Today's supposed to be cloudy with a 30% chance of rain. Is it for a weather report.
To recap today's interlude, water bottles,
Stand together,
basketball,
FSU,
hockey,
Glow Dance.
visit our link tree,
Follow our Instagram.
and happy Women's History Month.
Finally, we have our quote of the day. You don't have to support it, you just have to respect it. From Anonymous.
That's it for today's episode. Thanks for watching the SciTech News, and as always,
Bye everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the man, the myth, the legend, so speaking. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel when next time I upload more content. And I'm back. So today I will be here to introduce someone who will be doing the baseball, hockey side of things and some potential football. So welcome to the show, David.
Hi guys, it's me David, and I would like to say thank you Edwin for that great introduction. So my plan here is to give you guys updates for baseball and hockey every 2 weeks. I'll be starting next week with the sports, and I'm looking forward to helping run the show.